Danny, we apologize we're late. Our internet is all of a sudden it decided to get all shaky on us right as we were trying to go live. So we are here. Thank God. Didn't think it was going to be possible for a moment. All right, we are here. And am I charging? Yes. What up, fish people? Put yours up for the.
Technical difficulties.
Yes,
sorry.
we apologize.
Android cannot connect.
Well, we're live. I don't know if the people can see us, but we're going to see. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
They're doing it, George. LOL.
Hey, now that's a low blow. There's a low blow.
That's funny.
Give us some slack. We are here doing our stream for you guys. Even though we're camping with the kids, we're out in the wilderness, and because of the Wi-Fi on the truck, I'm able to do this with you guys.
So we're trying.
We are trying. So you can go on now. All right, we'll go Dan again. That way we can see our chat.
It'll be just a second so we can see you guys.
All right, we see Daniken Aquatics, and there they are live. All right.
All right.
There, now she can see the chat. Yay! I hope you guys are having a good Father's Day. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Danny and I have had an amazing day with our kids and grandkids. We went out fishing today, had a great day of fishing, probably caught 15 to 20 smallmouth bass. Danny caught a unbelievable, I don't know if you guys saw the short, she got a very nice, almost 5-pounder.
Yeah, it was huge.
And then she also got a ginormous 20-plus inch rainbow again. I'm going to start calling her Mrs. Rainbow. But I will run through the hellos right quick. Carol Cox, hello. Dix, what's going on? Eugene, good to see you. Peplin Creek, are you ready for this? Peplin Creek has been a member for 40 months.
Wow.
Almost 4 years. That's amazing. Great job, Peplin. Thank you so much. George RB3, what's going on? Dennis Christensen, good to see you. Oh, we got a super chat. Who's that from? I can't.
Sally Balls.
Sally Balls, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Greatly appreciated. Regina Phalanges, welcome. Long Family Shoal, good to see you. Cave of Wonders, Miss Sage, good to see you, my dear. Skulls at a doo-doo. Scotty the Fish Freak, how are you? We are in the truck this evening, my friends, because it's the only way we can stream. Master Aquatics, how you doing, bud? See Eduardo, Caitlin DeRosa, welcome. Evergreen Psyche, welcome. Eugene, welcome. Life Lessons, Mr. Melvin, welcome. John with My Fish Tanks Aquatics, welcome. Nathan Hovey, good to see you all. There you go, honey. You're in charge.
I'm in charge.
Greatly appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Danny and I, we don't know what's the channel has been going crazy for about the last month and a half. People plugging into the top 100s and a few of the other older stuff. Danny and I plan on getting some other series going. When we get back to town, it's going to be game on. We're going to start getting stuff done.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, there's been some challenges to it this weekend. Tried my patience. I mean, Friday night, I bet you I didn't get to bed until 3 a.m. because we had these partiers on either side plus behind us. And I mean, they were hooting and hollering all night.
And there was this one conversation going on where this lady was talking to some man and the guy was like, yeah. That's
all we heard until 3 a.m. I mean,
so now Ken and I keep saying, yeah.
So anyway, got through that at night. Got about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours sleep. My son wanted to take the boat out. It was pretty inclement weather yesterday. We had thunderstorms in and out. So me and my son found a little window of about 2 hours. We snuck in, got some fishing in yesterday. Yesterday was terrible because of that storm coming in. The the barometric pressures must have been off the charts, so they weren't biting. So anyway, I get back. I'm exhausted at this point. I go and lay down to take a nap. Everything's cool. My wife says I slept through the thunderstorms hit. I didn't hear any of them.
They were humongous thunderstorms, like a rolling thunder. Like it goes for a solid minute, not even joking.
Yeah, it was something.
And loud, right over us. Ken slept through most of it. He woke up at 1 and he goes, "Oh, I think the storm's here." And I'm like, "You think?"
So then I get up from my nap and I go to stick my feet down on the ground and puddle. We got a waterbed for a floor now, and I'm like, oh
it
no.
Literally it was like a waterbed. You would tap it, and that water had started coming in through the ceiling, dripping all over the floor. Oh my gosh.
It was bad.
It was a nightmare.
So anyway, anything we had on the floor, like our suitcase full of our clothes and the dog bed and all of that, got completely doused. We got the dog bed finally dry enough where I think she'll get a good night's sleep tonight. Last night we had to give her little part of the bed that was on the boat, luckily. So she had someplace warm. We put a couple blankets and a blanket on her last night, but oh, that was a nightmare. And then we're sitting around the fire this morning, and our son tells us the story of Dax. We love our Dax stories. He's always got fun stories. So he tells us that him and his wife were sitting out in the front room watching TV, minding their own business, and all of a sudden Dax comes running in all panicked, and they go, "What's the matter?" He goes, "Oh, my fart's on the floor." They said, "What?" He says, "My fart is on the floor." I'm like, am I thinking, let me finish, Dad, let me finish. So then he goes back, because they got all the kids' room video because they want to make sure they're behaving and all this stuff. So he went back and rewounded the video, and sure enough, the kid was doing somersaults on the bed and stuff, and all of a sudden he got this panicked look on his face, went to jump off a bed, and a turd does this somersault off the bed with him. So his exited onto the floor. I laughed and laughed and laughed. I thought it was so hilarious, man. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
But Ken didn't even tell you. So Ken had gone down to complain to the people about our site being flooded, literally.
And the fact that I said, what's quiet time around this joint? Because I was up till 3 a.m. with these guys that were partying. So anyway, one thing led to another. They gave us an awesome spot that's a pull-through now, so I don't have to sit and try to jack. Because, I mean, I almost took out the front end of my truck trying to put the boat back last night because there was so much rain. Moss had formed, and every time I tried to back into the spot, the whole trailer would slide sideways. So then I'm getting pissed, and I'm trying to get it in there. And then luckily I stopped. I looked forward and stopped just in time. There was this ginormous tree. I almost took out the whole right side of my truck on the fender. I was able to stop. Thank God.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it was a mess. But overall the trip's been good.
Yeah.
We've had a great time. Our daughter will probably show up here midstream, I would imagine. She's on her way down from Seattle to join us tonight. And then Danny and I will probably hit the road tomorrow somewhere around the noon to 1 o'clock hour. Head back to home. I got fish tanks to do. And we had L236s on eggs, and King Tigers were on eggs when we left, so I hope they haven't eaten them all, because they haven't been getting food. But we keep enough. I'm pretty sure there's enough residue where the babies would have plenty to eat, because I try to keep a little more in the tank for them just for that reason.
And we did feed right before we left.
Massively fed.
So.
Are you keeping up with what people are saying?
Yeah, they're pretty much saying hi to each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Eugene says, "Dang, Kenny, I'm glad you're unscathed."
Yeah.
That would have been really sad.
But like I said, it's been a good. We're loving the new truck. Did wonderful going up to the event here. I love the Allison and the Cummins combined. They worked well together going down. They automatically downshift and do everything that they're supposed to. And I mean, it was just a pleasant trip, not having to worry about why isn't this thing shifting? Why is it doing what it's supposed to?
Jack Barlow says, "My King Tigers are doing so good."
That's good to hear, Jack. I'm glad you're liking them.
Yeah. So we have had the time of it, but we got things moved from our site. The only unfortunate thing is Ken's glasses got broke.
Oh yeah, during the big move, somebody stepped on my glasses. It was my last pair. So, I'll tell that story because I know what Danny was talking about. So I'm up there reaming this guy a new butt about how this is unprofessional. I mean, can you guys get it together? And the whole time I had forgotten that I broke my glasses. So I am sitting here chewing his butt. It's a drive-up window, and all he sees is I got no glass here, no eyewear. I'm like, man, I mean, can you guys get it together? And I'm sitting here with my half-broken eyeglasses looking at him like I'm crazy. But overall, it has been it just feels good to get away for 4 or 5 days, no work, no nothing. I'm glad the hotspot was giving us a little hard time when we first were trying to link up. That's what took us so long to get going.
So apologies for the late start because that was crazy. You should have seen Ken. I've been practicing this all day. I streamed.
I did a practice stream yesterday. I did no hitch with the member stream this morning. I'm like, okay, we got this. So.
And apologies for the hairdo and all of that. I had forgotten a brush. I had to borrow
I got a fresh
hairbrush.
haircut, so mine looks just fine.
Must be nice.
I'm ultra prepared for when I get back to go to work tomorrow or Tuesday. I mean, I've got all my stuff ready. It's all pressed and up, hanging up, perfect, ready for work tomorrow. The only thing I forgot about is I wore my good shoes. So I'm going to have to go home, wash the jacket that I normally wear for work, and then wash these shoes. And I'll probably do the rest of our laundry so it don't get mildewed and all that stuff. And then hopefully, if all goes well, I'll have time for some fish maintenance in the afternoon, I'm hoping. We'll have to see how we feel when we get back. But definitely Tuesday night, we'll be back on our A game as far as more tank maintenance. But that's the big thing when you got as many tanks as we are. You take 4 days off, you're behind now.
Yeah.
So
Erica says, my king tide is doing awesome too.
Oh, that's good to hear, Erica. And great to see you. I'm sorry we couldn't be at the meeting today.
Sally Ball says, I can't get my shrimps to have babies. About to hop in the tank and do it myself.
What type of shrimp do you have?
And always try Berry White.
Yeah, Berry White in the fish room does wonders.
For sure. Well, thank you, Chattanooga Ed. It is quite something because literally I was soaking wet all day yesterday.
Yeah.
I could not get dry. Ken had to bring himself and the dog in the truck just to warm up and get dry. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just been a great time. And daughter will be here soon. We'll probably hang later than what we've been staying up. Danny and I have been hitting the hay at like 8:30, I think.
Live stream here, and there were these kids on little bikes sitting right here next to the truck watching everything we were doing. I don't know what it was like we were monkeys in a cage.
Yeah. And then there's one little kid, you guys, I should have flipped it around. This little kid rides around on a bike and he's got a little helmet that's a mohawk. And he was trying to engage me the whole time I was doing my member stream this morning. If you were in the member stream, you know what I was talking about. Did I say, I think I said hello to Regina Phalanges. Did I? I better have. Okay.
You did.
Don't want to forget Miss Regina.
All right. Dennis Christensen's in there. Did you say hi to him?
Hello, Dennis.
And Chattanooga Ed.
Mr. Ed.
So, yeah. Oh, it was a time yesterday. At least we got tents moved and all of our stuff, and my son was really sweet and helped us do a bunch of stuff, moving stuff. And
there's Jeff. Empire Dirt is Jeff.
Jeff Kane.
Yes. And Jack Barlow, we never said hello. Just came in.
And but he says, well, technically you are monkeys in a cage. Kind of.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah. How do you show them that?
Okay, we'll give you guys a try because apparently we are the kids in the cage.
Okay. No, that's me.
Oh, they took off and the rest of
They're
saw.
taking off again. They were just now watching.
But they were watching. They were trying to see what we were up to.
That's so funny.
Oh! Imagine that, a incident. Oh, don't start doing the spin of death. Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay, no spin of death. Crisis averted. Whips World, hello. And Sketty Nonya, hello, hello, hello. Petodics. So, then, yeah, we've had these kids watching us all day long. And then we have the new people come into the camp next to us.
And they seem like they're partiers. I'm probably going to have a conversation with them that I'm going to give them some line of bullshit where I can basically tell them, don't be keeping me up tonight. You wake me up at 2 a.m., I'm an ornery bear.
We got a beautiful night's sleep last night.
Yes, last night, I think we went to bed at like 7:30. Didn't wake up till 6:30, so like 11 straight hours. And I mean, neither one of us were stirring.
And my son gave me the most amazing sleeping bag. It's got 3 layers, and the outside layer is waterproof.
And the showers here, I feel like I'm back in the Marine Corps. For 50 cents, you get a 3-minute shower. And I got her done in the 3 minutes, man.
Now, my son does it the right way. You get in the shower, you plug in the money, you get your 3 minutes, and you lather all up. And then you put in some more money for another 3 minutes, and you rinse yourself all off.
I just worry about the pertinent threes. Pits, balls, butt. Get those 3 areas clean.
How are
you
those
will
3
be.
P's?
I said the 3 pertinent areas.
Oh, pertinent.
I mean, obviously the down low stuff doesn't get handled. That is sticking to legs, and you got butt cheeks. You know, I mean, you got to make sure that area is good.
Sorry about him.
I'll tell you one thing though. I don't think we need our coat in here. Oh, it is hotter than Satan in here, man.
It's only 68 degrees.
It feels a lot hotter than that. Maybe it's because we've been living in
sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah, all weekend.
But we got to go out on the lake today, and it was.
We got some sun. The sun was out.
It was really nice.
Danny got a ginormous fish.
Yeah. And then my son was at the dock just as we were coming back, and he was the only one on the whole boat that hadn't caught a fish. And his girlfriend hands him the fishing pole, and she goes, "There's a worm on this one. Cast it out. You got time to catch one. You got plenty of time." Sure enough, he casts it out. No sooner does it hit the water and his pole starts going out, he has quite the time reeling and biggest bass of the day. It was crazy. We got pictures of it. It's really cool. I think you can post them on our link tonight.
I did get a good video of Danny. I did put a video out there, or I should say shorts, of the monsoon damaged. But those guys were over there working all day. I mean, they didn't want that spot being vacant, so I saw them take like 2 or 3 loads of gravel over there. So they're trying to get it to where it's up to par, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. But we went by there tonight, and there's still a puddle. So
now I wonder why, when I did it the way I did it, it's still showing them. Usually YouTube will have it still over here where we can see it. I don't know what this is doing.
Having what?
The way the chat's showing up on there.
Oh, it's just kind of random. I don't know. So we have to do it through the phone here. Salient Aquatic.
What's up, Salient?
And
I just found out about KGE. Keith, if you're listening, I am so sorry, bro. I hope everything comes out okay. In case y'all didn't know, and if one of my mods has the link to that GoFundMe account for Keith, please drop it. I don't have a way to do that right now, but if y'all don't know, Keith from KGE Aquatics just got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
It's pancreatic.
What? They all know what I meant. They're used to my antics.
Patriotic cancer.
I said pancreatic. Clean out your ears. You must need your ears cleaned up. Anyway, guys.
How you said it earlier.
Not really a laughing matter, but go out there and if you have stuff to help him out, help him out. It's going to be challenging for, he's got a wife and kids at home, so I mean, it's going to be a tough time for that family. And as always, the Fish Fam comes through and helps people when in the hour of need, and that family is definitely in the hour. So
he says Keith was in my chat just last night.
yeah, he's been a good guy to a lot of people. I mean, he's been very supportive to a lot of channels. So like I said, my heart goes out to him and his family.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay over here so that you can see us both.
I'll turn it more towards you because I'm longer.
I'm fine. We're good.
And I am going crazy because I am not used to going this long without shaving. I feel like
I have a razor.
I do too. I just didn't. 3 minutes. I don't got time for a shave.
But there's sinks in there.
Yeah, that's ice cold water. You ever try to shave with ice cold water?
Ours has hot water. I guess the girls are lucky. That's good.
Thank you so much, Jeff. He dropped it for him.
Regina says, I removed an HOB that refused to cooperate. Luckily, I saw a silly Hillstream loach stuck on the side. No losses, but that little squiggly had me panicked. Yes. I love HOBs, though. Love the way they make the tank all sparkly clean.
Sketty Nona. What's going on? I loved your video you sent me.
Salient says the HOB must have been a Marineland. Those used to be like the best.
Yeah, if you didn't have that.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that or a penguin, you were, well, it was
called the Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin. Yeah.
And everybody went to the Penguins, and the Penguins would last forever.
We still got penguins in our house.
And yeah, those were amazing.
What was cool is you put the little trays, you could fill it with whatever you wanted. I mean, Danny and I always go to Walmart, get that polyfoam. Is that what it is?
It's yeah.
You make sure you get the non-chemical stuff. I mean, that stuff does the number. It
shouldn't say like anti-mold or anything on it. But if you go back and like where the quilting section is and get the batting back there, that's the bomb.
Victor C, what's going on?
Victor C says, hi, Danny and Kenny. Do you have a hard shell camper? No, we have a tent.
Yep, we spent all of our money on trucks, Lexuses, and pontoon boats. So no money left in the tent. Trust me, when these three things are close to paid off, there will be a little B van RV because I am over this idea. When I got to worry about water hitting my head at night.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Okay, we are going to give this a little spin. I want you to sit back up in there a little better. I'm a long, lanky dude, so I'm just not good at keeping this thing upright. There we go. There. Okay. That better?
That's much better.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, my back.
You want a little heat?
He says, great to enjoy camping. Fresh air. Yes, that's true.
I'm telling you guys, that sleep I got last night, perfect.
Well, and all these trees. And we got blue sky above us.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is the nicest day we've had since I mean, it's literally rained the entire time we've been here.
Yeah. So that hasn't been so fun.
And then the weather report for where we live, it was a little bit of rain yesterday and today it was supposed to be, but it was supposed to be in the 80s. So
yeah.
But we'll probably be wishing we had this weather back because I think Portland's going to be unbearable next week. So upper 80s to 90s, I'm hearing. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're enjoying the truck. It's massively dirty from camping now, but the beautiful thing, it's not going to take much to clean her out because they put these beautiful floor mats in it that are holding most of the gunk in. So,
Skitty Nonia says, I camp out all the time on my deck.
Well, we will have a tent up in our yard for a couple of days to let that sucker air out and dry out, and we can get in there and clean it and get everything. I mean, obviously, you get a lot of rain, there's a lot of mud, so the inside of my truck's got mud all over it and poor dog, I mean, every time we get in his truck, she just passes out. No warmth, I'm out.
Yeah.
She's right behind me and Danny right now.
Stephen White says, have you guys been cooking out, too?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, cooking over an open fire.
Matter of fact, as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'm getting me a nice big fat filet mignon that Danny brought for me. So we'll be cooking that on the old grill tonight. Not a grill, open fire.
Chattanooga Ed says, I hope nobody moves into your tent.
Yeah, that could happen. Well, in Portland terms, that's probably considered an Airbnb there, Ed.
Oh. Did any of the fish you caught make it to the grill? Dennis Christensen wants to know.
Yes, the only one that I don't believe in killing bass. I always let the bass go, but
plus they're spawning like crazy.
Yeah, they were all very fat with roe, but the rainbow trout was fair game. And I got to tell you, that baby looked like salmon meat. It was so red.
Yeah, it was crazy good.
And then what I did was I smothered in minced garlic and then a big chunk of butter, folded it up in tin foil and put it right on the open fire. Oh my God, was it good.
Yes, but Nathan Hovey wants to know, what's the best thing you've cooked so far?
Pork chops.
Pork chops.
Pork chops were delish.
Yeah.
Now, our breakfast this morning, God bless their heart, there was a little grocery mart open this morning. Danny and I wanted to fill the truck up tonight so we didn't have to stop when we leave tomorrow. We could spend more time with the kids. And I went in there and they had these breakfast burritos. I mean, they were big burritos, but I thought it was going to look good. It was like a bacon. Then they had a triple one, and the coffee I got was good. I saw they had hot cocoa and coffee, so I took the cocoa and filled it about a quarter to about three-quarter of the way, or not three-quarter, a third of the way up with hot cocoa, and then filled the rest up with coffee.
Yeah.
So we had a pow coffee this morning.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And Victor C., are you listening to frogs at night?
Mostly at night you hear these owls.
Yeah, owls, and also the dripping from all the trees in the rain.
Yeah.
It was splatting.
Now we did make an improvement when we moved. We put our big canopy thing over the top of the tent and then put everything that you don't want wet in there. So now I think we're going to be good. Mm-hmm. We're done with fires on our site. We took all the wood over to my son because they're here till Friday. So he said that the wood was like $8 a bundle here. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll load up 2 big things full of wood and bring wood from the house. Because Danny and we used to do fires all the time. But last year, what did we have? One all year?
Yeah.
I plan to this year to do more because we got to get this wood burnt up.
Yeah.
Right? We got a lot of wood. And I don't want carpenter ants or termites
inhabiting all that.
Yeah, all of a sudden coming and hanging out at our place. No thanks. The other thing we might do is I do have a fire pit in the back, and we might start having fires at home too, because Danny really likes her campfires.
I do.
She likes her homemade s'mores. She likes to cook stuff on the campfire. I'm probably gonna have to go and find like a grate that I can put on top of that fire so she can have her little home cooked fire meals.
I love my big giant iron skillet, and I like making homemade or the egg McMuffin kind of like with the English muffins, cheese.
What's going on, Matt? Good to see you. He said, did somebody say wood?
Yes, wood, lots of wood. But this wood is so hard. So it's been seasoning out there for, what, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
And Jeremy is having a time with the sharpest axe I've ever seen splitting that wood.
What's going on, Skipper? Keith, what's going on, brother? KGE's in the house.
So, yeah.
Got an at Danica Aquatics asking something.
Dixon Science says at Den Aquatics, it's nice you have a hot spot.
Yes, it's going to definitely help us out.
Well, and this is exactly why Ken got the hot spot, so that he can stream when streaming conditions are not conducive to streaming.
Yeah, if we were relying on my 5G network, we'd be failing.
Yeah.
I mean, but in defense of the 5G, I mean, everywhere you look, there's 250-foot trees, and then we got a lake on one side, and then all this metal of these campers and trucks. So I can understand why cell service might be a little sketchier.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. But sometimes we can get phone calls, sometimes we can't. Ken was panicking earlier because my daughter said she'd be here about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then it was 4:30 and he's like, where is she? Well, she hadn't left the house yet or something.
Yeah, she told us at 12:30 she was just going to gather a couple of things and be out the door. Well, common sense, if somebody says that to me, means, you know, hey, so I'm going to be out the door. No, my daughter just left at 4 o'clock. So in her case, it's like 2.5 hours process time before she leaves.
Life Lessons Vlog says, hey, Danny. Hi.
That's Melvin.
Melvin. Yes, I knew it was.
Yeah, much prayers out to you, Keith. I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves that. Oh, I'm sorry. I turned your heat on. Well, you told me you had a sore back.
It's fine. It's fine, but not that high. A little warmth is good, but I'm literally getting so hot, I'm going to have to vacate this chair. Heated seats.
Somebody
and all
asked something
that.
about Oregon. You're supposed,
no. So, Regina, we are in Washington now.
Yeah, we're at Riff Lake.
RIFFE.
Riff, whatever they call it.
Riffy. Yeah, we just don't know.
We're kind of by Tacoma, kind of close to Tacoma.
Yeah.
Riffy Lake is the lake below Lake Mayfield. They're separated by a dam.
Yeah.
And all of it's part of the Cowlitz River.
Yeah, so he's got us up here lickety split, no problems with hauling the boat with the new truck, and that was our first thing. We didn't know that when you buy a diesel that you're supposed to get on it and go ahead and haul stuff and do what you're going to do, and that it's better for it in the long run if you do that. We thought it was like a engine where you kind of baby it for the first 1,000 miles or whatever, and then you can start getting on it. But
yeah, my buddy's a master Cummins diesel mechanic.
Yep.
So he's like, oh heck no, you got to hammer down.
Yep.
Well, first thing I questioned when he said that to me was, okay, Rick, Dodges are notorious for blowing their transmissions, and I'm starting to understand why. If you're giving people that knowledge, hammer down. He didn't find it funny. And he was very upset that I didn't get a Cummins.
Yes. But, you know.
I mean, right now this diesel's running, and her and I are in here streaming, and you can barely hear it.
Yeah, it's not loud. That would have been a deal breaker, though. So, I'm glad that it's nice and quiet. It's perfect. Regina says there's so much water in Washington. Yes, there is. Lots of water. And a lot of it's salt water. It's crazy. And then the grandkids are running around. Ma, Pa, we want to go over and be with Ma or Pa. Because they love chasing Ken around.
Yeah, my grandkids are... Makes the whole trip worth it, just seeing the grandkids.
Yeah. Yeah. So cute. But Maven likes to give Ken a hard time.
Yes, she does. She enjoys it way too much.
Scotty the fish freak says, can't hear the truck running at all. Nope. You really can't. It's really nice that way. So hopefully this next week we can really get into, I can get in at least the second. Excuse me.
Did you just get snot juice all over
no,
my...
I did not get snot juice.
The reason I'm saying that, she gave me a hard time.
I did, because when I got into his other truck, I could tell he had sneezed, and there was residue.
There was not.
There was residue.
It's probably from you.
No. And so I was like, I don't want to drive this. I need to clean it. So Ken's been being very conscientious.
So now when I'm going to sneeze, I go like this. I can't help it. I mean, if you guys haven't noticed, I got a big scones. And when this scone's let loose, it lets loose, bro.
Victor C says, happy Kenny and all the dads.
Yep, same to you. Hope all the dads had a good one.
Yep.
Poor Kenny. Ed.
Dick Sign says, I can hear the rhythm of the engine.
This is the first vehicle, Regina. I gave her a name. Her name's Riva.
Riva and Shiva.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, the truck has a name now. It's all good. We can be there. There was something else funny that happened this week. What was it? I cannot remember. I need to start writing his stuff down again. I used to write stuff down to tell you guys about. And I keep forgetting to do that when that stuff happens. Do you guys have anyone feeding the fish, or did you leave them to fend for themselves? Stephen White wants to know.
Stephen, they're fine. We fed them a good feeding Friday before we left.
Mm-hmm. So
all they basically are going to be without food yesterday and today, and they'll be fed good on Monday again. So we do this all the time, and we've never had an issue.
Yeah. So I just leave them for 2 days. They'll be fine.
You could actually leave your fish, I would have to believe, for 4 to 5 days.
I mean, that's how much they go, how long they go when you're shipping them. So 3 days, 4 days. So, and we've had fish lost in the mail for longer than that.
Yeah, we sent Gingarubas to Zen, and they were in the mail 11 days and made it to her fine.
Skippers, of course. I wonder if people are staring at them saying, what are those weirdos doing in the truck?
Well, they've been entertaining children this whole day.
Yeah, they've really been on the lookout. So Stephen P says, longest I've left my fish foodless is 8 days. They were fine.
Yeah. Well, you got to figure in the wild, I mean, there's times they probably don't eat for a month.
But this is the only way Ken and I can get away together for a few days, is to just leave the fish. So
the only time it gets sketched is this time we do have plecos on eggs. I mean, I don't like leaving baby plecos without me making sure they're not getting screwed over, but what's probably going to happen, we're going to get home and there'll be a bunch of babies swimming around the tank. They'll be fine.
Yep. So Stephen White says, I do the same with mine. Brandon Nightcap says, hey, I made it.
What's going on? Good to see you.
We are glad you made it. Wow, I can't believe how fast this stream is.
It always does.
Well, it's probably because we started a little bit
late.
If
you want to see the real time, we're at about the 40-minute mark.
Oh, I guess so.
And I think we should give them their hour.
Okay.
So we might run a little over, and we'll send them to George after.
Okay. That sounds good. And then, let's see. What else we got to tell them about?
Just lots of fish, lots of everything going good.
Yeah.
But we're anxious to get these other 2 series finally up and running again. My main one, I'm glad that she's got the motivation for, is her paludarium.
Yeah. Want to get that done.
And I told her, hopefully this third series, the third part of the series will come quicker than the second part.
For sure. For sure. That'll be good.
Man, I tell you what, the day's events is starting to catch up, I think.
Oh, you're doing good, though. I think. Especially with me even giving you such a hard time today. Says, what are you putting in the paludarium? The first paludarium, I'm going to put my Halloween vampire crabs in.
You're so funny.
What?
Because you told them all during the first series that it was going to be a top secret till you...
Oh, I forgot. It's been such a long time.
Who asked that question? Because I think they set you up.
So, Big Steve's Glass Box Creations asked that
The second
question.
paludarium is going to most likely have White's tree frogs.
And Erica wants to know, how big do the tigers need to be before laying eggs?
Ours were probably 3 to 4 inches, I would guess.
3.5-ish.
Generally speaking, I think they need to be about 1.5 years, 2 years old.
Although we've said that about other ones, and like the super reds, and the super reds were like tiny, and they were breeding. In fact, we had somebody else had come in and taken all the adults, and Kenny and I had taken the babies of these super reds, and ours were breeding before the already mated pairs of adults they had. So
then our original line of super reds that Danny and I had, there was a kid in this aquarium swap that I do. He'd been wanting to get super reds going, and so I gave him. I didn't give them to him, but I shouldn't have done that really. But what do? Always got to try to help folks when you can.
Yeah. So, but yeah, those were the first ones I got from when I very first joined the Greater Portland Aquarium Society. So we'd had those for a while, a few years anyway. It says, Daniken, do you have the smell of the outdoors and the new truck smell both? Yes. Yeah. I smell like a campfire.
Yeah, this truck's gonna the new smell's gone now. I'm sure it smells like dog, fire, and whatever else we got into this weekend. Well, if you're gonna break in the truck, break it in right. That's what I say.
I do enjoy the smell of a campfire. Chattanooga says, I'm really hungry.
Oh man.
And Big Steve's Glass Spot Creation says, I'm doing vampire crabs too.
Yeah, vampire crabs are cool.
Well, I wanted to do the rainbows that I had, but I don't have any of those left. So I have the Halloween ones.
We might just end up getting a new stock of them. Because those crabs we have right now, well, it's hard to say because they bred so many times how old they are, but... Yeah.
So they just keep kind of replenishing themselves. So did you barbecue often?
Yes. Like every night. The only meal we did outside of camp was the breakfast burritos this morning. That was only out of convenience because we didn't want to come all the way back, start a fire, and then...
Plus, we don't have a grate on this fire pit, so I would have had to go over and start a fire in my son's campsite.
At 5:30 in the morning, some people might find that intrusive.
But he's like, no, just come over and start the fire.
I did miss my... She does the French press coffee when we're camping. Oh my God, it's the best coffee ever.
It really is the best.
It tastes so good.
I don't know what it is about French press coffee where the water's been heated up over the
And you're
campfire.
literally squeezing the juice out of it.
Yeah, it was just so good. So good.
It will make, I don't care what coffee you are making, it will make it better.
Yeah, super delicious. In fact, it was so good. My son and his girlfriend had it one time when we were all out camping together, and I made that French press coffee first thing in the morning. They were like, "What is this coffee?" It's just Folgers in a French press. Just amazing. Out in the woods. And Chattanooga says, I wish I had a breakfast burrito, because that's what we're gonna make tomorrow morning.
I don't know, those Egg McMuffins are awful good.
Well, yeah, but I bought bacon and...
So we can have some bacon and eggs and just use up it all, man. Just have a smorgasbord. Mow down before we hit our trip home. I mean, at home we only eat at Wichita. We found that this Wichita is like our favorite place nowadays.
Erica Durando says French press plus goat's milk equals chef's kiss.
Oh. Yeah, Erica, I still get down before those goats grow up. They're probably already half grown already. I want to come see those and play with those baby goats.
Chattanooga says, I wish I had some bacon. Come on out, Ed.
Ed sounds like he needs to eat.
I know, that's why he keeps talking about food.
Yeah, Ed sounds like he needs to eat, man.
But yes, very good, very good. Love cooking out over the campfires. Yum. Zen Ginger says hello and happy Father's Day to all the papas out there. Stopping in to say hi and hit the like and visit while I have a minute. Hello.
We appreciate you stopping by.
Chattanooga says, I'll starve by the time I drive to your place. Eugene's like, excellent weekend.
Oh my goodness, she said 30 of them this year.
Yeah, it was just, there's like 30 goats. There's plenty for your lap.
Oh my goodness. I've been working Danny, Erica. She says no inside goats. I wanted a little billy goat to raise hell in the house, but she said no way. With tanks, that's probably the best because they like the ram stuff. I can just see that. Watch the ram an Oscar or something. Ooh, that could be ugly. Yeah. And that's how she got me. She goes, sure, if you want to see your Oscars laying on the ground, go ahead.
I did not threaten your Oscars. He is exaggerating. Per usual.
That's my job.
I know it is. And you're so good at it. Dick Sign says, we have 13 baby goats, the last mama kidded this afternoon.
Oh, fresh baby goats.
Erica says it's a recipe for disaster. Right? Yep, I can't even imagine. That would be ridiculous. Stephen White says, when I lived in the states had a herd of pygmy goats.
Pygmies.
Yeah. Sometimes I have a hard time reading if it's the last one on the screen because there's this giant heart down in the corner and I can't read what the words are right there.
So one of the clients, you're sucking at this, give me it.
I know.
So we have 13 baby goats. One of my clients' goats.
See, it's hard to read because of the
One
heart.
of my clients keeps going to our house. Do not recommend. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Regina.
Well, we had ducks and they were bad enough.
Yeah, those ducks, they chewed our house up. And then we learned that male ducks are jerks.
Yes.
We had this big male duck. He drowned 2 of the females.
Yeah.
We're like, well, that's pretty messed up mating ritual when you're done. What are you just in the? What's that stuff? What is that stuff where they like dead stuff? I mean,
necrophilia.
Yeah. Black beans everywhere.
Oh, with the poop. Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, I didn't think about that part.
Yeah, goat poop. And Ken doesn't do poop well.
I'm a poop type of person.
That's funny. I know. It's terrible. Ken, anything poop, he gets sick. You should have seen him trying to change Heather's diaper when she was a baby.
Yeah, that was a
lesson in love.
Yeah, not my fondest moments. No, it's one of the finest moments.
Especially when Heather decided to finger paint with it.
And Branton says, I love a good poop. All right, Carol. So this time it was at the 51-minute mark before we went into the gutter. Oh my God, Branton says, taking one right now. Well, I'm glad we could stimulate you to be able to crap properly. Good Lord. And you say I'm bad?
You are bad. Chattanooga, I wish I had some black beans.
Yep, Ed needs some food.
So is George going on after this?
I don't know.
We don't have a way to look.
I know Garcia's been going pretty regularly at 7 as well, so look for George, RB3, or Garcia at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
I can't ever keep up anymore. Everybody's going at all different times. There's a super chat. Who's that? From Skipper.
And it's a poop poop.
Of course it's a poop.
It's a poop poop. That's perfect for camping.
Yes.
That's where the poop poop originated. So thank you. Funny.
I know. I can put my glasses, my half glasses, on, and I can probably see the chat from here.
Maybe you can. We'll see.
Since you can't seem to keep up with it.
I have been keeping up with it just fine.
All right.
I just haven't been repeating everybody's highs to each other. So, it's about the only thing I haven't.
So what's that person saying?
I don't know, because of the heart.
I was able to train a Chihuahua. I don't expect the same results with geese or goats. Thank you.
I was able to train a Chihuahua. Oh, that's good.
How you doing? Great to see you. She says, I'm so happy. I'm so glad to see you both happy.
Yes.
That's not surprising. So neither Garcia or George have a scheduled stream. Well, guys, then I would say head off to wherever you need to go. I can't send people to a stream, but there isn't one set up. So.
Yes. What is the red? Alien
World. Dang, dude. What are you doing, Scotty? I haven't seen you in ever. Great to see you, man. Oh, my goodness. You're fired.
What?
You've had us in top chat this whole time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, peoples. Danny, on mobile, if I X out of the chat and come right back, it pops the last message up a little. But I don't know if y'all can do that from the stream site or not, LOL. I don't know, and I don't dare try anything. Everything's kind of working.
Well, I know they keep, when I go YouTube, to do that vertical stuff, and I can't, when I'm watching it, I don't like it, because when you're trying to keep up with chat, then it flips you in. Next thing you know, you're all over the world. I mean, every person is live that's thumbing, you accidentally thumb through them.
Yep. So we're old school, I guess.
Yeah, I like the where you could see it. Well, I'll put it this way: if we were streaming that way, we both wouldn't be in focus right now. It'd be next to impossible for us to do that.
Do you all know that of anything that eats assassin snails?
Pufferfish.
Pufferfish, yes.
But I think if it were me, people are always looking for assassin snails because they're called that for a reason. They kill other snails. I would bet that if you put them either on band or any of those type of places, you probably could sell them.
Breton says, yeah, I prefer this style over verticals.
It just makes it tough when you're trying to keep up with the chat if you're in the...
Oh, Rob RB3's here. He says hello again. So, George, are you going on live after this or no? Chattanooga Ed, I'd be eating them if I had them.
Oh my God. Hey, little escargot, don't hurt nobody, brother.
Oh, George says yes, after I get the link up I will go on.
All right.
Cool.
We're going a few minutes over, George, so you got time. What's that say up there? We got 50. We will be sending them your way in 3.5 minutes, George, so hopefully you can get the stream link in 3.5 minutes.
So Nathan says, I can sell to LFS, but I have hundreds and want to get tiny ones I can't pay out. Gone. I'll put my Amazon puffer in. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yep, you'll have a field day.
And you'll be very fat. So Empire of Dirt says, set it up, George. I will share it out.
Come on, George.
Chattanooga says, I think I'm going to run for the border. Hey, Heather should have been here.
I'm done trying to worry about Heather because Heather is on her own schedule. Yeah, she might be trying to get a hold of us through the phone because they got her held up at the gate.
No.
She called Jeremy. Yeah, she knows we're streaming.
Regina Phalange says, the assassin snails have extremely hard shells. Nathan Hovey says, thanks for another fun stream, Danny and Kenny. Well, you're so welcome. We're so glad that we could be here in the middle of the forest.
Let me tell you, man, there were some curse words going on trying to get this stream up.
Oh, my goodness. Getting the internet.
The hotspot wasn't exactly picking up, and then finally it all came together. I reset my phone, and
yeah,
it all worked.
Yeah.
I was just so disappointed because I tried it so many times and it all was successful, so I didn't think we had to start trying to set up for the stream early. When Danny and I's normal routine is at about 10:02, we go in and do a sound check with each other and make sure everything sounds good, and then we go live.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out so good this time.
Erica Durando, I love seeing you guys.
We will be going down to that farm soon, Erica.
Very, very soon. Thank you.
Either that or you and the twins need to come on up and spend the day with us on the boat.
That'd be fun.
I love babies almost as much as baby goats.
It's true. Kenny loves little kids. And he's always giving my grandchildren the hardest time. And you know, they come back for more. They just love it. They remember him. They love to tease him. So it works.
Says, yes, please, come see me.
Who?
Erica.
Oh.
We'll have to plan that soon.
So Nathan Hovey says I can crush them with my nails. Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, trust me, I don't know what kind of puffer you have. You said you got a Congo. I know that my Chaka the Fahaka would have made easy prey of them. He used to eat Malaysian trumpet snails, which I could never get anybody to eat those, and he just crunched them up like they were Skittles, man. Well, we should start getting ready to send them over to George. If he doesn't have a link, go to George RB3 after us. He'll be going live. I will try to be in there, but my guess is the minute I turn this hotspot off, I am done for tonight.
Susan Moore says, I appreciate the fact that you choose to spend time with us while you're on a camping vacation.
You guys are our family too, man.
Yep. And we made a commitment to do this.
Yeah, if we're going to be a channel, we got to keep our commitment.
There's my daughter.
Heather, park behind the boat. Did she just say it? You could tell she's your daughter.
What?
She goes, no, because I don't want nobody seeing me. I'm sure it's because she just got off work and she drove. Her hair's probably not perfect. Just like you, everything's got to be perfect.
No, she's not like that. Hey, I took a brush to my hair and that was it.
All right, guys, we're going to send you over to George because we don't want to impose more than we have already. We're 6 minutes into his stream. We appreciate y'all showing up. Greatly appreciate the growth. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate all of you.
Yes.
22,000 of you. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciated. As always, love your fish. Thanks to all my members and to people super chat us tonight. Thanks to all my moderators for keeping us protected. Thanks to all the lurkers and replay crew, and of course, all of you crazy folks that have sat here for an hour in this butcher of a stream from a pickup truck. We greatly appreciate you. As always, love your fish. We'll see you same time, same place next week. Love you. Have a good night. Peace.
Bye.